So Larry and a couple of his friends have brought us back to the Sycamore Creek area for another adventure. It did not take very long for the excitement to start.
Holy shit!
It's already looking like it's going to be a very fun day. As soon as we cleared that obstacle, it was flat, straight, on a ridge, and back to speed. So Larry and his two friends are very experienced. They've been driving side-by-sides for years. They played out here in Sycamore Creek many times. So it didn't take us very long to get to the top of Widowmaker. And this was the very first time we ever drove the Villain off-road. Same spot. It was pretty scary going down Widowmaker, and then of course coming back up, we weren't even sure if we should. Well, now that we have experience, let's see if it's as scary. And it's a great opportunity for me to work on my two-pedal driving. Wow, that wasn't so bad. We have come along. Robin didn't even scream once. Stuff I'm putting in her coffee is really paying off. So the plan was on the way back, we were going to drive through this creek and splash and soak each other as much as possible, which is Robin's favorite thing to do on these rides. But as you see later in the video, we didn't come back this way. All right, so we left the creek and started up on a ridge. Now, we were here 5 rides ago. This is our 6th ride. Remember, this is the first place we ever took the Villain, first time I ever drove off-road in a side-by-side, and the first time that Robin screamed her head off. But this time, we have progressed. While we're still not fond of the off-cambers that you're seeing up here on this ridge, we no longer fear that the villain is just going to roll over because it's so crazy steep in certain areas, or we're just going to slide off to our doom. No, it was actually quite a bit of fun, but it definitely held our attention. All right, so from this point on, we're into territory that Robin and I have never tried before. So I know these guys aren't trying to kill us, but sometimes it sure seems that way. As the video goes along, you're going to see the trail gets more rutted, steeper up on ridges with grand vistas, pretty slippery in parts. God, just so much fun. Of course, every hill that we go up, then you have to go down on the other side. And they are really steep and rutted. The views are fantastic. And this is just way too much fun. Flowers were in bloom everywhere. Beautiful sight, but for a guy like me who has pretty nasty allergies to pollen, it was a little bit uncomfortable, but I still enjoyed the view. This trail is so amazing, and no matter what the terrain threw at us, the villain just responded, did whatever was necessary. And Robin did the same. No screaming, just shooting video and smiling and giggling every now and then. She was having great fun. So I'm still learning how to edit the video and the features of the camera and all that other stuff with the GoPro. I'm not using the GoPro editing software, but I do know it has a feature that will allow me to show you the angles on some of these slopes. I have to learn how to do that because these things are crazy steep.
Now I know why we haven't been on these trails before. Larry has been kind and allowed us to build up some basic skills before taking us to more advanced stuff. These trails, steeper, much more technical than Widowmaker, which we thought was pretty tough. Well, live and learn. Anyway, it sure is fun. And I've been practicing my two-pedal driving on the way down these hills, trying to keep that clutch engaged at low speeds. It's still a challenge for me, getting a little better, but I have definitely not mastered it yet. Anyway, heading for lunch. I know I have the background volume turned way down, but you may have noticed Robin is not screaming. She has come a long way. 2 drives back, if we had been out here on this trail, we both might have been screaming. So both of us are definitely getting more comfortable, and the villain lends that feeling of, I can do it. It's an amazing machine. So we finally got off the ridges and made it back to a section of Sycamore Creek that Robin and I have never seen before. It's wooded, green, lush, a little rocky, rough road, but no big deal. So after a couple of creek crossings, we eventually stopped, had lunch. It was so much cooler down here by the creek than out on the ridges where we were exposed to the blazing hot sun. Quite enjoyable.
Nice little lunch spot here by a creek. Got some shade. Oh, your hair is just perfect, Ed. That one's yours.
Okay.
Yep, beautiful little spot here. Segway's dirty again.
All right, that was a great lunch spot. Now it's time to drive through the creek itself with brush all around us. It did not rip the mast or the antenna off, but it certainly got bent around quite a bit. Thank goodness there's springs on that thing, on both of them actually. So this is an interesting ride, and wait until you see where we're going. So the road above us is the Beeline Highway, or Highway 87, and well, you can see from those guys in front of me, we're going to drive through and under, and that's a teeny little hole. They made it. I think we're going to fit. We wandered around on this side of the freeway for a little while and stopped to decide what to do next. I have to admit, after lunch, I was feeling a little on the tired side. So we made the decision to take the shortcut back, and this meant we did not get to go do the drive-by splashing, which Robin had been looking forward to. But that would have taken almost 2 hours to get back, and I try to be careful of my energy on these rides because if I get too tired, I will be more likely to make a mistake. And the last thing I want to do is hurt either one of us or the villain. We're having too much fun for a disaster. Well, that's it for this recording. Use the comments section below if you want to share your experience at this location or maybe recommend an area that you really enjoy. Please keep it clean. I want this to be a family-oriented channel, so review what you type before you submit it. Thanks. I apologize if you happen to hear something during the ride's recording that may not sound family-oriented. I will try very hard not to let certain words slip out during an exciting moment. We'll see how that works. If you found this video helpful or just enjoyed it, please hit the like button below. Share the link with your friends. Be sure to subscribe so you can easily keep up with my latest videos, which will continue to cover things like Segway Villain owners' area of interest, reviews of accessories, where to ride, tips about the villain, how-to videos, and lots more. Yep, there's going to be more. Thanks for watching.